Everyone wants success, but few can sit through the silence it takes to earn it. The sun had not yet risen over the city of Mumbai, but one apartment light was already on. Inside, Aarav Sharma, a 22-year-old aspiring athlete, was tying the laces of his worn-out running shoes. His body ached, his eyelids felt heavy, and every cell in his body whispered, "Sleep a little more." But he had promised himself something: to master discipline, no matter how he felt. The beginning, the comfort zone trap. Just a year ago, Aarav was the exact opposite of what he was becoming now. He would stay up late, scroll endlessly through social media, watch motivational videos, yet never act. Every night he told himself, "Tomorrow, I'll start training seriously." And every morning, he hit the snooze button. His dream was to represent India in athletics, not just for fame, but because running was the only thing that made him feel alive. But dreams don't chase you, you chase them. And Aarav wasn't chasing. He was drifting. His father, once a district-level runner himself, watched silently. One evening, he said gently. Aarav smiled weakly, pretending he understood. But inside, he was lost in the noise of excuses: no time, no money, no right shoes, no support. Until one morning changed everything. The turning point. It was mid-July. Rain poured over the empty stadium tracks. Aarav had come just to watch the state-level trials, not participate. There, he saw Rohit Menon, a runner his age, lean, focused, calm. Rohit had once been slower than Aarav in school races. But that day, Rohit finished first, setting a new state record. As the crowd clapped, Rohit hugged his coach. Aarav felt something break inside, not jealousy, but realization. He worked while I made excuses. That night, Aarav stood before the mirror and whispered, "Enough." He wrote on a piece of paper, "From tomorrow, I'll win my mornings." That note became his contract with himself. The silent battle begins. The next morning, Aarav's alarm rang at 4:30 a.m. His first instinct, hit snooze. But then he remembered Rohit's name being announced in the stadium. He sat up. His mind argued, "It's raining, it's cold, you can start next week." His heart replied, "Champions train in silence." He ran, not fast, not far, but he ran. Each day, he added one small step. One extra lap. One more push-up. One less excuse. But progress wasn't pretty. His legs cramped. His diet was poor. His friends stopped inviting him to late-night hangouts. Some mocked him, saying, "Bro, relax. You're not going to the Olympics." He smiled. He had learned something powerful. Discipline means doing what others won't, so you can live how others can't. The silent battle begins. The next morning, Aarav's alarm rang at 4:30 a.m. His first instinct, hit snooze. But then he remembered Rohit's name being announced in the stadium. He sat up. His mind argued, "It's raining, it's cold, you can start next week." His heart replied, "Champions train in silence." He ran, not fast, not far, but he ran. Each day, he added one small step. One extra lap. One more push-up. One less excuse. But progress wasn't pretty. His legs cramped. His diet was poor. His friends stopped inviting him to late-night hangouts. Some mocked him, saying, "Bro, relax. You're not going to the Olympics." He smiled. He had learned something powerful. Discipline means doing what others won't, so you can live how others can't. The pain of growth. Months passed. Aarav's body grew stronger, but his mind was tested harder. Discipline is not about doing the hard things once, it's about doing them every single day, even when no one watches. There were mornings when his alarm rang, and he sat on his bed staring at the floor for 10 minutes, questioning everything. Why am I doing this? What if I fail anyway? But then, he would remember his father's words, "Discipline isn't about success, it's about character." That line kept him moving. He began documenting his runs in a notebook. Every page had 2 columns: excuses I felt, actions I took anyway. By the 90th day, his actions column was always longer. The mentor appears. At a local meet, Aarav finished 5th out of 30. Not bad, but not enough. He felt disappointed until an older man approached him. It was Coach Varma, a retired national athlete known for his strict discipline. Good run, the coach said. But you're running without control. You have passion, but no patience. Aarav replied honestly, Sir, I want to learn. The coach smiled. Then show me you can wake up at 4 a.m. for 30 days straight. No excuses. Aarav accepted the challenge. The discipline test. The next 30 days were brutal. Coach Varma believed discipline wasn't built by comfort, it was forged by consistency. Training began before sunrise. Aarav wasn't allowed to use his phone till noon. His meals were simple: boiled eggs, oats, vegetables. He had to track every hour of his day: sleep, training, reading, reflection. On the 10th day, he overslept by 15 minutes. Coach Varma called him and said, You didn't fail today, you just taught your comfort zone it still has power. Tomorrow, take it back. By the 30th day, Aarav had changed. He no longer needed motivation, his body moved before his mind complained. He realized something profound: discipline is not a cage. It's freedom from weakness. The setback. Just as things were aligning, life threw a punch. During a regional trial, Aarav pulled a hamstring mid-race and collapsed. Pain shot through his leg, tears filled his eyes. Months of training, gone in a second. The doctor said, You'll need rest for at least 2 months. He felt shattered. Days turned into weeks. Watching others train while he sat still was torture. Doubt returned like an old enemy whispering, You're not made for this. But one evening, as he limped to the balcony, he saw his father watching an old video, Aarav's first childhood race, where he fell but got up and finished last. His father said softly, That day, you didn't win the race. But you learned to finish. That's what matters. Those words rekindled his fire. Even injured, Aarav trained his mind: visualization, breath control, reading books on focus and resilience. He meditated, planned his comeback, and strengthened his upper body. The comeback. After 3 months, Aarav returned to the track. His first lap was shaky. But pain had taught him patience. Coach Varma noticed. You're no longer running against others, he said. You're running against your excuses. This time Aarav trained smarter. He kept a strict sleep schedule. Limited distractions. Replaced I can't with I will try. Treated every small win like a victory. 6 months later, he entered the state championship trials again. Rohit Menon, the same athlete he once admired, was there too. Before the race, Aarav whispered his mantra. The gun fired. Aarav ran. Each stride carried the weight of thousands of disciplined mornings. Each breath was fueled by sacrifice. At the 200-meter mark, he was 4th. At 300, he pushed harder. At 400, he overtook Rohit by a fraction of a second. The stadium erupted. He had done it, first place. Tears filled his eyes, not because he won, but because he hadn't quit. The lesson. When asked by a reporter about his victory, Aarav smiled and said, Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. Motivation wakes you up once, discipline keeps you awake every day. He continued, When you train your mind to obey your goals instead of your emotions, you become unstoppable. Aarav didn't just win a race. He mastered himself. Years later. 5 years later, Aarav became a national-level athlete and part-time motivational coach. He started a small initiative called 5 a.m. Warriors, helping young people build morning habits and discipline routines. His first advice to every student was always the same: don't wait to feel ready. Start when it's uncomfortable. The pain of discipline is far lighter than the pain of regret. He showed them his old notebook, the one with the excuses versus actions chart. It was now filled with years of proof that discipline always wins. In a talk at a local school, Aarav was asked, "Sir, what's the secret to your success?" He paused and replied, "There's no secret. Every day, at 4:30 a.m., I win one small battle. The battle against comfort. That's how I became who I am." Then he smiled and added, "Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire that never goes out." As the audience clapped, Aarav looked out at the young faces before him. Some eager, some tired, some lost. And hoped that one of them, just one, would wake up tomorrow and whisper, "I'll win my morning." Motivation is temporary, discipline is permanent. Success doesn't demand perfection, it demands persistence. True discipline isn't about control, it's about freedom from excuses. When you master discipline, you don't just change your life, you change who you are. If this story touched your heart, hit like and share it with someone who needs hope today.